Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and U.S. President Harry Truman met in Potsdam, Germany from July 17th to August 2nd, 1945, to negotiate terms for the end of World War II.
I brought y'all all here today to discuss Germany after World War II and what they did to our people. Our nation is in shambles. Everything is ruined. So I believe the only possible option here is to split Germany into four parts for the UK, US, France, and Soviet Union.
I completely agree. Also, within the Soviet portion of Germany, there's Berlin, which I think should also be divided into four parts, three of which are in West Berlin, which are under the US, UK, and France, and then the east part of Berlin, which will just be under the Soviet Union.
No, I like that, but that's good.
Okay, great. We have a deal.
Yeah.
Duh.
The Western Allied powers were secretly planning to introduce a new currency called the Deutschmark and form a West German state behind Stalin's back. This prompted Stalin to leave the Four-Power Council upon finding out. The Deutschmark was officially introduced on Sunday, June 20th, 1948.
I really want to buy a car, especially since I'm in West Berlin. I can do whatever I want.
Well, you're in luck, because I'm a car salesman. I got you this one right here. It'll cost you about 150 Deutschmarks, which is kind of a steal.
I like it. Wait, what's that?
I guess you could buy it, but it'll run you about 2,000 Deutschmarks.
Nah, I don't care. I want it.
Okay, it's yours.
Unfortunately, this angered the Soviet Union deeply, prompting the start of a blockade. On June 23, 1948, Soviet troops encircled Berlin, blockading the road and rail line the Allies had been using to supply the city.
Niet.
What's going on?
Niet.
Tell me what's going on. Tell me right now what's going on.
Niet.
Let's see what we got today. Oh my god. Truman needs to see this. President Truman, you need to see this. Hey, is that a message for me? The Soviet Union is blockading West Berlin just to get us to abandon the city? Well, if they want to go so low as the land, we're gonna go as high as the air. Boom!
On June 26, 1948, American C-47s began arriving in Berlin to supply civilians with food and fuel. Although the flights were unable to fill their quotas of delivering 4,000 supplies per day, the airlift spurred a wave of enthusiasm. Eventually, a man named William Tunner created a tight schedule for American planes that would allow the quotas to be filled. On August 12, 1948, the airlift reached its target for the first time. Then, Tunner discovered one of his pilots had been making unauthorized cargo drops.
This is your captain speaking. My name is Gail Halverson, aka the Berlin Candy Bomber, aka Uncle Wiggly Wings. I'm known as the Berlin Candy Bomber because of my role within the Berlin airlift, where I drop candy bars of chocolate with parachutes on them to the kids of West Berlin. Me, along with my fellow pilots, will drop 2.3 million tons of food, fuel, and supplies to the people of West Berlin to help them stay afloat during this blockade.
The people of West Berlin, we have come to your salvation!
The Soviets believed that the American effort would stop due to the deteriorating weather. However, despite many collisions and accidents, many American planes were still able to get through. On New Year's Eve 1948, Allied forces delivered over 6,000 tons of supplies, a new record. And as winter passed and the weather improved, the airlift began to deliver even more supplies. The blockade began to seriously backfire and damage East Berlin's economy. On May 12, 1949, Soviet soldiers disassembled the blockade.
Da. Als een wit plakado.